Hello to all my single, sassy, sexy mummies. How you all doing out there? Hope you're doing great. And to the rest of the YouTube world, hey. So let's get straight into it. Today we're going to talk about being flexible. I wish I knew, not only just as a mother, but as a person in general, you need to be more flexible in life. And I'm not going to say I'm struggling with this, but this is something I need to do more of. So definitely with my son, with Malachi, it's knowing when it's time to change and when it's time to just give a bit of leeway and be more flexible with things. So for example, we had a little discussion about his bedtimes. Let me unstrap myself. It's not like I'm going anywhere. So yeah, usually he would go to bed at 8:30. Now that he's in secondary school, and I've noticed that he does just have a lot more energy. Even when he was going to bed at 8:30, he was in bed shuffling around for ages. Like, I go to bed sometimes around 10, 11. I'm a baby. I love my sleep. And even when I'm going to bed, I still hear him up. And I walk into his room and his feet are on the top of his bunk bed. His head's in the opposite direction. He's doing foolishness, doing roly-polies. So I had to obviously take that into consideration. I'm loving this light. I wish it would just stay on me in the right place. But anyway, so we were talking about it and he was saying he wants his bedtime to be like 10 o'clock. No. You can't be going to the bed like just half an hour before me. I'm a grown adult, even though I need a lot of sleep. So we ended up deciding that he would be in his room at 9 and lights off at 9:30. Now, this was a long discussion we had to have. But throughout the discussion, he made some really good points, because I do try and let him have his own opinion, which even as a parent, that can be hard as well, because you just always feel like you know best. But we have to give our children chances to think for themselves, because they're not always going to be in our care. So yeah, he made some really good points, and I had to think about the fact that he does stay up for a lot later. So I was flexible with the time. He said 10. That was too late for me. So we came to a compromise and we came up with the suggestion, like I said, he's going to be in his room at 9 and 9:30 lights are off. And I was thinking back to if I was to try and have a conversation like that with my mum, no way, Jose, would she be listening to me in the slightest. I remember when I wanted to get my ears pierced for the second time. So as you can see, I have a whole array of earrings up in my ears. I blame that on her, because if you just let me get the second one, then maybe I wouldn't have got so excited. But yeah, I remember saying to her, look, mummy, I'll pay for my piercing. I will make sure I take care of it. If there's any infections or anything, I have to deal with it. I have to make sure I take care of my earrings. Like, I really tried to come up with some sort of compromise with my mum. She wasn't having it. Lo and behold, I end up getting a friend to stick a needle through my ear, which did get infected. And I wasn't even able to keep the earring in because I was trying to hide it from her, and putting my greasy ass hair on top of it wasn't helping. So yeah, then when it get to because this is one thing my mum always used to say, once you're under my roof, you're living by my rules. So when my little self moved out at 16, the first thing I went to actually get done was my tongue pierced. And silly me got my tongue pierced on Christmas Eve. My tongue was swollen to about this big. I couldn't even have Christmas dinner. But I just wanted to prove a point, because I was no longer under her roof. So yeah, I don't want to restrict my son too much, and at the same time, I think it is good for children to have rules. But as a parent, you need to be flexible. Listen to your kids. It's okay to change your mind. I could turn around and say, do you know what, actually, Malachi? Yeah, let's try or you go into bed at 10. So instead of you being in your room at 9, let's have you in your room at 9:30, and you go to bed at and your lights are off at 10. Because here's the thing, as long as Malachi is waking up on time for school, he's making sure that he's prepared, he's not feeling tired in the morning, and he can still get through the day fine and have enough energy, then really, is it that much of a big deal for half an hour later? So yeah, be flexible with your children. And now thinking about yourself, so my thing with being flexible is, for the longest, I have been avoiding jumping on certain social media platforms, just because Like I said to a friend, from being a young age, I've never wanted to be a sheep. I hate when everybody is doing the same thing at the same time, whether it comes to films that you're watching, clothes that people are wearing, like just things that are in fashion. I've never wanted to be a follower. I've never wanted to be a sheep. I've always said I'd rather be alone and be my own leader. That's just it. But now when it comes to business, I have to be flexible and get on these sites. But part of me, let me just move my chair back a bit. Part of me is like, I'm too grown for these sites. But I need to be flexible. If I really want to advance in my career, if I want to put myself out there, if I want to attract the right clientele that I want, I need to start getting with the times, being flexible and getting on these platforms. And I'm sure in time I will get used to it. I'll let go of all the fears I guess I have connected to social media. But that's one small thing for me that I've noticed. I've been very inflexible in that area. Even when it comes to dating, in the past, I only dated a certain type. And yes, I've said this in a previous video, they were dark skin, chocolate, bald heads, thick beards. Just the thought of it makes me feel nice inside. But we're being flexible now. So we're trying different shades of the rainbow. So yeah, just be flexible. Be more flexible in life. I'm sure if you look at not even all the areas of your life, but if you look at the areas of career, look at maybe the areas of self-care, the areas of parenting and relationships, look at how you are not flexible. What a certain, I don't know, how can I put this? So certain standards that you have that you maybe could slightly change. Not everything needs to be changed. Like I've said in the last video that I posted, I'm no longer ever again dating broke men. It's just not going to happen. Or broken men, because that nearly just came out of my mouth. Broken men or broke men. It's not happening. That is a standard that I'm not being flexible on. But maybe I can be more flexible in terms of if they are not working in a certain kind of job, as long as they're earning a good, stable, what's the word? Income, then I could probably be more flexible in those areas. In areas of career, like I said, with marketing, I need to put my ass out there. Instagram is not enough. It seems like Facebook is dead from what I've heard. And I need to start trying different things and getting with the times and just being flexible. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say the word flexible, but I'm going to say it until it's drilled into your head and you're hearing my voice all day telling you to be flexible. So let me go back as well to parenting. Take your time with making decisions on things. Just because your children ask you something, it doesn't mean straight away you need to give them the answer. Take your time and have a think. And ask yourself as well, are you being reasonable in the decisions that you're making and the reasons why? Because for me, I've realized certain things when I've made decisions, it's been out of fear. It's been out of fear, or it's been out of selfishness. So even with Malachi going to bed, it's because I want that me time. When he's in bed, it's like, I'm an adult. I have the house to myself. Even though he's here, it's like I can tidy up my pillows and my pillows are going to stay the same. I can sweep the floor and I'm not going to come back and find crumbs. Things like that. It feels nice as a mother. You know how it feels. So yeah, as I've said 100 times already, be more flexible in life. Stop being stiff. Stop thinking that one way is the only way, because it's not. You are going to hold your back. You're going to hold yourself back unintentionally from maybe achieving certain things or experiencing certain things just because you want to only stay in this box. Like, no, we need to get out of the box. We need to be making nice squiggly shapes now, some nice circles, diamonds, change it up. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this video. So I hope you all have an amazing day. As always, be the best that you can be. And I'll say it again, be flexible in life. It's okay to change your mind and do things differently. I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Oh, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Boop, boop, boop. Press the little, what's it? The thumb. Is it a thumb? just subscribe please and like the video. Have a great day. Bye.